tracker truant gamer, that's his brainchild. And for this flag set, because it is swordless, you are going to need the wand. And we got a start screen shuffle starting on the coast, and that is a potion shop. And the coast item I see is a heart container. Our runners being careful to avoid the Lionel beams here, because those, well, Cytown got caught by one. Ooh, would you look at that lag from all those projectiles. Now, for those who aren't familiar with what a mirrored overworld is, it's, well, take, say, a Mario Kart game where you have a mirror mode, and you basically, that's the premise. You flip the overworld with a mirror. Now, what this does is it alters what you can and can't do for screen scrolls, as we saw with the screen scroll over to what would be the east raft spot. Now, the west raft spot, and it wound up being nothing. And we got Spice Girls music going in the shops. Boy, is that a throwback. Anyway, to answer chat, there is a 100% no up A category for second quest. I just can't think of anybody who's run it offhand. So our runners are basically along the same route here. And our small secret, with the secrets being shuffled, is 9. That's one short of vanilla and the median. 49 for blue candle, 94 for arrows. Our runners are going to want to remember that in the event they need to buy the candle for the fire source, or wooden arrows are required. Get our first look into Casino Corner, and we found level 9 Alsoa. Finding that. Any roads for jkoper? Where are these going to lead? Meanwhile, Cytown's found level 4. Got a lot of stuff going on, and it seems like a heart container is the white sword item. That will take anywhere between 4 to 6 hearts to pick up, and Cytown with a very nice clock drop. That block pushes. Let's see what this reveals. Air container. And in chat, Truant Gamer has pointed out that there is a free candle on the overworld. Which is good because the fire source will help. Bear with me, folks. apologies for that. Oh, a forced mugger room in level 4. Ooh, that's a ladder block on top of it, and Cytown's locked in, and so is Alsoa. That is unpleasant. And chat pointing out that the bow is ladder blocked. Well, we at least know where that is, but the bad news is we absolutely have to find the ladder to get that. So now the ladder's required, and jkoper has found our medium secret of 35 rupees. Coper's over at the forgotten spot as Cytown's found level 9. Seeing a high number of potion shops early, but thankfully for our runners, well, no need to worry about door repairs just yet. There's any roads for Alsoa. Copper comes up with another 35. Any roads? I wouldn't call those the worst, by far, because I've definitely seen worse than that. jkoper did find the ladder, but I did not see where, and Alsoa comes up with the candle from what would have been the wood sword cave. Oh, so's the Armos item. Okay, good to know. So knowing that bit of information, I don't think jkoper knows this, but that puts him on the inside track to getting the bow out of 4. Unfortunately, taking a death in the overworld is going to send him right back to start. And Alsoa has found a large secret, 92 rupees, so we are on the minus end of the money side tonight. I wouldn't call it a true poverty seed per se, but it certainly is below the median. And Cytown already has a Triforce, so he is on the board. jkoper is up to 5 hearts now. I can confirm that that's not due to the white sword heart, because, well, otherwise I would have seen Cytown get it at 4 hearts, because after all, you gotta have heart. And Cytown has found a Take Any. There's 4 of those in the game, which is always nice, because those can help. And Alsoa has found level 7, and that is a large and in charge level 7, and the dungeon is Goma blocked right away. This is starting to have the appearance of a right order seed, folks. And to answer a question in chat, it is a second quest mirrored overworld with Shapes Dungeons. And the book is an atlas, so, chat, name that ink blot. And because it is swordless, yes, you do need the wand for Ganon. Now, jkoper, I don't believe he knows it yet, but the bow is here, and it's ladder blocked, so by proxy, he would probably be the first of our runners to get said item. I'm gonna go with a Yoshi fishing for jkoper, and he's gonna pick that up to put himself on the board. Smart to go right back in because he hasn't found an item yet. Like I said, he doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get a very important item. And it is... Oh, and we've got level 2, and that looks like a bird on a bombing run. Now, Soa with the ladder is going to go straight for the bow, and that is going to mitigate some of the time differential in terms of jkoper getting it. He's in the right dungeon, but I don't think he knows where it is, so that actually swings the advantage towards alsoa. And Chad is pointing out that they did start with the magical sword for this particular seed. And alsoa even knows which way to go, but that bomb wall's not opening. And jkoper has found Jurassic Park. And these dongos aren't playing nice. That's 1 smoked. That's 2. And 3 gets rewarded with a key. And alsoa is in the room with the bow. Has to clear the room, unfortunately. But the end result will be worth it. Great ladder clip to get into a better position to take on the gorillas. And worth noting, the blue bubbles don't do much of anything. It's the red ones that take away your sword in the second quest. And we found another mother room in level 2. This one cytown just bombed out of. But has to use the room anyway, and that alsoa has the bow. jkoper, not quite there yet, but is on the right track, I assure you. cytown passes through a rupee boss, alsoa picking up wooden arrows. That is a very smart move because there could be something required inside of level 7, while cytown has the Triforce out of level 2. And jkoper has the bow about 12 seconds later. And to answer question in chat, yes, the wand is required for Ganon because this is a swordless mode. jkoper picks up the white sword item heart container. And the bomb upgrade that was found earlier in the cave, that's a +2 upgrade. But unfortunately, you need 10 to 14 hearts to pick it up. And that level 6, I swear I have seen an ink blot just like it. I think that's the thinker hailing a taxi cab. Meanwhile, Cytown came up with the any key in level 2, so for the final mugger room, you can just pay keys. And we've got ourselves a Patra sighting in level 6. And that Patra went down ultra fast. And so did the Gleeok. Oh my. And Truant has pointed out to me that the bosses have a total of 0 HP. I agree, gotta go fast. Alsoa has found level 2, we know the any key is here, and we have a Digdogger sighting in level 6. And that's where the book is. The block does not push for Cytown, but the block does push for Alsoa, and that is because this is a segmented level 2, which is the only way a level 2 has, well, for lack of a better term, that's the only way level 2 will be able to have a staircase. We got Wizrobes in level 2. This could get dicey as those enemies hurt a lot. Here's the Triforce out of 6 for Cytown. So Cytown in the lead in the Triforce column. Jkoper's picking up a potion, and as well as Lord Banana on the floor in level 2. And we found where the letter is, but no interest from Jkoper. Alsoa up to 2 Triforces now. And we've found the bomb shop, and that is expensive. While jkoper has found level 8, which is also a huge level in its own right. And that is our final mugger room, and yeah, 8 really does look like 6, and those are danger noodles moving fast. Jkoper dispatches them. So level 8, good level to find because you could get 3 different items here. 1 on the floor, 2 in the basement. Problem is, this room's entry is not easy, and jkoper is playing it very slow, which makes sense, because that's a dangerous room. This one, not so much as Alsoa takes on Patra Wayne. The staircase in 8 is a transport staircase. Wow, that staircase location has created a segment on the right side of level 8. Nope, wait, that's the Triforce room. That is my mistake. To answer that question in chat, I was not. However, I do enjoy me some Mega Man. So could I rule out a tournament involving Mega Man in some form or fashion in the future? Well, there is a saying called never say never, and I'm a firm believer of that, so hey, it could happen. There's the Triforce room for 8, but Koper is gonna do a Rick 6 to check the rooms off to the east. It's a two-headed Gleeok that goes down in 2 hits because it's 0. And Alsoa has found the red ring. It is this staircase item in 6, and that is a huge find, especially at 4 hearts. And the room to the north is an old man blabbering about stuff, questioning how Link wound up in a Soul Calibur game. Although, a Soul Calibur game with all the guest fighters from past games. That would be interesting, as jkoper is the Triforce out of 5 for his second Triforce. Cytown thought about it and opted for the potion. And we gotta... Well, I guess for that bomb upgrade, the old saying goes, you get what you paid for. Because it was a 76, and I want to say that was 3, or was it 4? I kind of lost track of that, because, well, it's not easy tracking 3 screens at once. As we've got Darknuts in 1 and jkoper's teeing off. And now Cytown... Did Cytown get the ladder? Well, either way, we got the wand in level 1 and jkoper's first to it. So now it's just the silver arrows, and jkoper could pretty much be in Triforce and go. And that is a bait block, which is not required for this seed, based off of how you got into that room. Oh look, manhandler watching over a heart container. We'll take that. Koper not wanting to deal with those bunnies, I do not blame him, takes an up A. So chat's pointing out that it was a +4 bomb upgrade, so a near basement price for the vanilla amount. That's definitely a bargain. Cytown back in level 4 to get the bow. Got the Triforce here, but did not get the item. So yep, he got ladder. And thankfully, that Dig Dogger is not even required. And there is the Triforce room for level 1, but jkoper's still looking for the other floor item. And is going to take an extra key. Why not? There's the bow for Cytown, and jkoper is not going to deal with Patra Wayne. That little exploration of rooms, well, Wait, not so fast. I think jkoper's going back for the Patra. No, meanwhile, alsoa gets the Triforce out of 7 to go to 4. jkoper gets the Triforce out of 1 to go to 3. That was jkoper's last bomb, so is going to have to take... Yep, that Goma in 7 did drop a bomb upgrade. I saw it that time. Thanks for the call-out, chat. Missed that first time around. That is a very good point made in chat. Wide levels... almost worse than the segmented. That is an interesting topic for debate, we'll admit. So far for jkoper, no luck with bombs dropping. And cytown up to 4 Triforces now. That is right, the free candle on top of the waterfall replaces the wood sword in swordless. Now alsoa is now up to 5 hearts. And alsoa has now stumbled into level 8. 3 items here, does not have to worry about giving up another max bomb thanks to the any key. Does have to worry about the danger noodles, and even with red ring, they still do a considerable amount of damage. Nine more rupees for jkoper. Don't spend it all in one place. And our door repair message is, judge me by my size, do you? Master Yoda from The Empire Strikes Back. And jkoper has walked into level 7, is about to get a bomb upgrade off of this Goma. Just has to wait for the Goma to open up. And that's that. Unfortunately, that doesn't refill any bombs, it just adds the maximum. We also have cytown in level 8 with jkoper in 7, so somewhat of a retracing of steps here, but yeah, that 8 is huge. Let me see, give me 1 second to do a count of this. Yep, 39! That was a very good spot by chat. I was just taking a moment to confirm that. jkoper getting the bomb kill on the manhandler with 1 heart, that was clutch. Unfortunately, the block doesn't push, so not rewarded for an excellent play there. But is just gonna keep it moving, as you do. And he's just going to grab the Triforce out of 7 to get up to 4 himself. And now we have a 3-way tie. That is in terms of Triforce, but that tie is not going to last long as Cytown is 1 room away from the level 8 Triforce. Bud is going to do the Rick 6 as well. Now, had Silver's been in 7, that would have been a real sabermetric situation. Meanwhile, the blue Wizrobes seem to be in a teleportation cycle in this Chevy room, which for Cytown works out in his favor. You can just tee off on them as they pass. And alsoa having to up A because of being unable to proceed any further due to being blocked by Digdogger. Cytown does have his 5th Triforce and takes the lead once again. Last blue land mode did not want to go down. Oh, we got another room with the danger noodles. Takes him down. That was close. He's exiting the room to save the room's progress. Yeah, it's possible it was 3. It could have also been 4. Meanwhile, Cytown had to get out of the way. Otherwise, that Patra was about ready to take him down. As jkoper has entered level 2. Down goes the Patra for Cytown. alsoa has found a Moldorm lair. Takes care of that with no trouble at all. Cytown finding a Goma that is just watching over a key. And there is a floor heart in the Digdogger room. And alsoa has triggered Expando Patronum. By what happens when a Patra glitches is that you took out the leader while it was still in either its expansion animation or its gyroscope move. And that is an outstanding find for alsoa, as that is the recorder, the Tutti Flute, in level 8, guarded by a Patra. Very nice find. Now, Truan has mentioned in chat an interesting detail about this flag set, as alsoa gets the Triforce, is that Recorder goes to the vanilla locations for what you don't have. How long until alsoa realizes that? And we are starting to run out of places for those silvers, folks. Although, speaking of the raft, jkoper did get the raft in level 1, and that is where alsoa is now, but he's also going to come up with the wand, which is required for Now, the way alsoa went into the bait block room, the bait could potentially be required, but it's not, because there's another way to the room above. Cytown has entered level 1, which is where alsoa is right now. We know of two important pieces of information about this level. Is that it has the wand, but it also has the raft. We know that one raft spot doesn't have anything, but the other one still. The only one who'd be able to investigate that is alsoa, courtesy of the recorder he got in 8. Oh, hi, Patra. And there's Triforce number 6 for alsoa as Cytown comes up with the wand. And jkoper takes down Patra. Nicely done. And here come the door repairs. We knew we'd run into them eventually. That's the Triforce out of level 6 for jkoper. And that's also 6. alsoa is picking up the free potion. I mean, it makes sense. And chat does bring up a point about screen scrolls. There is a difference in screen scrolls that you can do in a mirrored overworld as Cytown gets his 6th Triforce. But, as chat has pointed out, it is levels 3 and 5 that we don't have, and Cytown throws some candle fire at the door repair person. And the level 4 raft spot is also a dud, so the raft is not required. However, the recorder opens up a total of 10 overworld locations in a second quest overworld compared to just 1 in first quest. So alsoa has a considerable advantage here based off that alone. And there's level 3, and that is quite the ink blot. You know what? I'm gonna call that Helmacopter. Yeah, I've seen that in A Link to the Past Rando a couple of times. but it's basically the most fitting name for this. Also, with the nice block flip, gets the power bracelet out of level 3. Could that still be important? Well, there's one level left to find, so it's not likely, but it's possible. Yeah, deep 9 silvers is very much a possibility here. Oh, you know what else is a possibility? Oh, shoot. It's jkoper now enters level 3, and I don't think Cytown's going to be too far behind. We got ourselves a bit of a race here, folks. And Patra Wayne says hello as soon as Alsoa enters the room. And Alsoa says goodbye to said Patra. And that's 7 Triforces for Alsoa. Only question is, where is level 5? Around that time, jkoper also got the power bracelet. Cytown about to get the power bracelet as well, so hold on to your hats, folks. We got ourselves a race on our hands. I believe Alsoa's gone back into 3 to search for the floor item. I'm not sure. I'll have to pay attention to his select swap, or next time he pauses it for an update. That's Triforce number 7 for jkoper. And Cytown about 8 seconds later with the 7th Triforce. And with that power bracelet, we're able to check where Mags is in 2nd quest, and that's a door repair. And chat is saying that the Dig Dogger room had a blue boomerang on the floor, and apparently that's why Alsoa bailed out, which makes sense, because at this point in the seed, it doesn't matter if you're Team Lord Banana or Team Heavy Metal. At this point, the boomerang is just another item on your select swap. Another spot in the menu to menu pass. Yep. Confirmed, and within seconds of each other, jkoper and Cytown see said magical boomerang and bail out. Because that is not what they're looking for. And they both took the same path to the same door repair. Another push block with the power bracelet on Death Mountain reveals money. 35 rupees to be precise. But unfortunately for Alsoa, it is not what he's looking for. He's looking for where level 5 is, as is Cytown, as is jkoper. Real big question is, who finds level 5 first? Could be an important edge to by the time level 9 rolls around. Speaking of whistle spots, that's what Alsoa is investigating right now. Our first quest 2 is now a recorder spot, and second quest, and that's a potion shop. And the raft spot, cytown, is going to be disappointing because this is not it. As it's just a community hint. I'm assuming community hints are what we're getting here. And Alsoa is not interested in that take any whatsoever. Must be feeling comfortable enough with 7 hearts and red mail. The Lost Hills is just it's just a money-making game. Cave on the Coast, that's another take any, which Alsoa also leaves behind. And that is a very expensive bomb shot. Cytown is in level 2. Still no luck in finding level 5. Alsoa is in the Gerudo Desert recorder spot, and that's just a shop. Nothing to see there. Alsoa's found the cheap hints. And there are just community hints for this seed, so if you spend money on hints, you're seeing some community-generated nonsense. Basically stuff that has been submitted by the community over the years that has made for some pretty funny jokes. Jkoper is back in level 8. This is the play that he needs to make, because this is where the recorder is, and with the Tutti Flute, he'd have a better shot of finding this level 5. We don't know it for sure yet, because we haven't seen level 5 as of yet, but we're still on the hunt. More money for Alsoa. At this point, the money's real good, but it truly is not what he's after. And I gotta agree with Chad, at this point, the location of level 5 could be a huge factor on determining who moves on to the finals. At this point, I would be led to believe that the Deadwoods recorder or the gravesite recorder are gonna be it, because I think that might be all we have left. So, doing the Lost Woods to get over to the grave area. And I do agree with Fury. I believe we're gonna get there very shortly. And there's the recorder spot, and no, it is not Deadwood's recorder. So, process of elimination, that pretty much means the graveyard recorder spot, meaning our runners are going to need the Tutti Flute to finish this. Well, to be fair, as someone who plays a lot of Randomizer myself, I would also be pretty unhappy about this, because that's all 8 levels accounted for, plus level 9, and a very well-timed clock that alsoa does not pick up. jkoper sees a heart container, thinks about it, and decides he wants it after all. Cytown back in 7, did we find everything here? I know we found the bomb upgrade that replaced the white sword, but we still don't have the basement item. As an old man is blathering on and on about why a stormtrooper isn't at his post on the Death Star. Name that recorder tune, folks. As alsoa takes down the Dig Dogger. Nah, I think Dig Dogger only listens to music from Shin Megami Tensei / Persona. But I could be wrong, because I don't think Dig Dogger likes music to begin with. alsoa waiting on the Goma to open up. Goma does, and drops a bomb path. jkoper has found the recorder, and he better get a move on, because the more time he spends away from the graveyard, then the farther behind he falls. However, if Cytown does come up with silvers in 7 by chance, that would change everything. So what we have here is a room full of likes, aka pancakes. Lock pushes Cytown. What is this? a heart container, so level 7 is a bust. And speaking of 7, thank you for the raid, Fearon Burgundy. This is Zelda 1 Randomizer Battle Royale, and chat has alerted me to Silvers being in 5. Alsoa has him, and the Triforce. It is a go mode, and he'll be on his way to level 9 very shortly. So for those just tuning in, it was more of a chain reaction seed with the Armos ladder being the key that unlocked it, not to mention getting the bow, and we are in level 9, so we are after 2 things in level 9. We are after what is commonly referred to as a roar and door. That roar you will hear when Ganon is in an adjacent room could be drowned out by this Patra though, so taking Patra out in level 9 is definitely to one's advantage. The other thing that also is looking for is the door, a single shutter door that stays closed when a room is cleared, or just pops open when the enemy is full of rooms after the pig goes down. Got an indicator of a roar, but that is only one part of the puzzle. So the other part of the puzzle is needing a route to the pig, and that detail can be tricky as jkoper does get the magical sword item. Oh hey, we found Zelda. 5 was the recorder spot in the graveyard. I wouldn't call this not necessarily free. Ganon's dangled the carrot as to where he is, as well as the kidnapped. But unfortunately, the path there is gonna appear to be pretty linear. Cytown gets the recorder out of 8, and he absolutely needs that. Bomb to the south? Nope. I need to find an alternate route yet again. Wall gives. Do we have a door to the left? We do. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, non-binary pals, here's Ganon. Bust out the wand, and you're gonna need to hit him 8 times with it. Got a stun lock going. Gets it perfectly. Down goes Ganon. We got bacon, and Alsoa has the Triforce of power. And knowing how and where he's got to go, he is moments away from clinching a spot in the finals. Folks, get your GGs in chat for alsoa999, who has won this Battle Royale seed with an official SRL time of, drumroll please, 59 minutes, 3 seconds as jkoper gets the Triforce out of 5. And chat pointing out that jkoper got the Triforce but not the Silvers is making the smart play to go back in here. At this point in the seed, you really don't want to leave any stone unturned. And the recorder was from... Oh, gee, that's a very familiar game. And Alsoa is having fun with the file name, saying RNG lost. That's one way of looking at it. Now, Cytown is on the right path to get to level 5. And we are now joined in chat by our winner and heading to the finals, Alsoa GG. That was a well-played seed.
Thank you. That seed felt really good, given that I've had a long run of just really bad luck lately.
Honestly, I don't care who you are. You play a randomizer, every so often you're going to run into just an atrociously bad run of luck. Because I know I've been there with another rando. Anybody who's played any rando can say the exact same thing. They hit a bad luck spell from time to time.
You know, I said, when I saw the early Triforce in 7, I will come back here, eventually, and never did, because the game just kept throwing things at me to make me not ever go back to 7.
And it was the right call, because level 7, all it had was that bomb upgrade by the Goma block and a heart container. That was it. Which, honestly, the way the seed's set up, ladder at the armor spot, bow, ladder blocked in 4, the sense was there that it could have been a right order / chain reaction seed, but it never materialized.
It kind of half materialized in places. In so much as ladder was required for bow, and then the recorder was required for silvers, and then both were required for Ganon, which I wasn't expecting 9 to be that quick, which is why I took that stair in front of Zelda, because I said, there's no way you can just bomb up to Ganon's room. This is level 9.
Yeah, thankfully that was a quick level 9, because in my time of watching, playing, and commentating Zelda 1 rando races, with level 9, I've seen a lot. I've seen him lightning fast, I've seen him super tough, and I've seen just about everything in between, and I think the game knew that Fury was doing restream, because that old man just yelled all hail Lord Banana.
I am convinced that the game is sentient sometimes, and determines the difficulty of level 9 based on how fast you got into it. Which doesn't actually make a whole lot of logical sense.
That's the 8th Triforce for Cytown. I did not see if the silvers were picked up, though. Based on that update save, I would... No, they haven't. Cytown's bailing out. This is... And is jkoper bailing out too? Wait,
bailing too?
Huh?
Are they both just gambling on 9 now? This is kind of confusing to me, especially in Koper's case, because he has like 2 rooms left to level 5.
And one of those rooms has to be the silvers. Although chat said Koper's seen every room, so it's like... I'm at a loss here.
Every room and every room are 2 very different entities. He might have picked them up, but we just didn't notice it. Actually, I just got in, so...
Well, Cytown's definitely gambling on silvers being here. We know that's not the case. We know the silvers are in 5.
I think if I had found the heart container... If I had found the second item in 5, which I think we saw on Koper's side was that heart container. If I had found that before silvers, I might have gone into 9 on the coin toss gamble.
Cytown's heard where Ganon is, but no dice. Also, no silvers.
Feels brick, man.
It's gonna be real interesting to see how this plays out, because now it comes down to which runner realizes they have to go back to 5. Because that could basically determine who you face in the finals of this flag set, alsoa.
In my opinion, and this is my total unbiased, completely not biased because I was in the race opinion, based on what we saw of jkoper's map, I think if jkoper does have a little bit more leeway if he ends up going back to 5 slightly later, just because he's seen most of 5 already.
And there it is, red candle in level 9. jkoper's found Ganon's room, but up A's out right away because no silvers.
Well, at least the first item in 9 was pretty quick.
Yeah, thankfully that was relatively quick. The other item in 9 by process of elimination is a heart container. And if it's right here, then Cytown could very well be on his way.
I'd like the record to show this is the first time I've ever left 2 take any's untouched and did not need to get the potion out of either because I didn't use my first potion.
Nice. I was surprised by that, but I had a feeling that since you didn't take those take any's, you were feeling really good and really confident.
Well, I had Red Ring, I had Magical Sword, I had everything I needed for 9. The 2 extra hearts, to me, weren't worth as much as a potion, and there was no reason to take a potion when I already had a potion.
That makes it, and that definitely makes sense, no doubt about it. Cytown finds a Goma, but Goma's just watching over a blue rupee. No thank you. Also worth noting, as chat mentions, alsoa, you were the first one to dig the flute out of 8. jkoper and Cytown both had to go back for it, and that's the second item for Cytown. So Cytown's out of there, so as Fury just mentioned in chat, that could swing this in Cytown's favor.
I'm trying to think what my thought process was on 8. 3 items. I've already gambled on the item in 7. I would honestly was hoping to see a flute somewhere soon just so that I could whistle back to 3 to get back to 7 if I needed something required out of it, and was just praying that flute wasn't in 7.
Yeah, thankfully 7 was just a heart container plus the bomb upgrade that you flat out could not miss.
You certainly could.
Level was an immediate Goma block, and the Goma had the bomb upgrade for the white sword. And there's the red candle on jkoper's side.
I think it is possible to miss that if you're just flying through the room and you see, okay, it looks like a bomb, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, quick glance at it, yeah, that's easy to miss. I can see that.
Blame for something not being exciting? What?
Yeah, I'm confused by that, admittedly.
I mean, I accept the blame for it, but, you know.
And a patcher down for jkoper.
I do not regret buying the arrows at all, and I'm trying to remember if I bought a candle or not. I don't think I did.
Well, buying the arrows was definitely a smart decision, no doubt about it, because you never know. You could have had a situation pop up where the Goma was blocking the silvers, or something that led to the silvers. At that early stage, it was better safe than sorry.
Also, the earlier Red Ring kind of just let me start flying to where I basically put myself in a state of, if it's not a stair room, I'm not clearing it, especially if I've seen the floor drop. Which kind of helped.
Well, there's the compass. Gibdo's regarding it. That's another transport staircase in the same room. I want to say this was the heart container stair, or am I mistaken? Nope, that's a transport stair. And that block does not move.
I'm just going to put in a plug for 2Q8 real quick. 2Q8 has basically the same number of stairs as 1Q9, if not a couple more, but it's so much more dense that you basically just take stairs to get everywhere, and there's almost no restrictions on your movement. Not entirely, but almost none. Therefore, it's a better 1Q9.
That is fair, and a halfway decent bomb upgrade, as it was +3. It turned out to be +3 after all.
You know, I felt kind of silly giving the bomb up so early at 4, but to have, like, once I saw that the bow was ladder blocked, that felt like it made giving the bomb up worth it.
I hear you on that one. That was definitely worth it. Cytown is going back to the start of 6, as the top right of the dungeon did not work out. There's the red ring for Cytown. So now where to for Cytown is the next question. And there's jkoper in the heart container. So yep, we got runners on the move. We know the right move is to level 5. The question is, who gets there first?
According to my handy-dandy tracker, the fastest way to get to 5 is to take the any roads, go through the Lost Woods. And this is gonna be really tight. It looks like jkoper's going to 7.
This is an unfortunate break for jkoper, because this is where a heart container lies, not the item he's looking for. Some days the classic sabermetrics play work. Today is not that day.
And just looking at how big this 7 is, that's kind of daunting to look for just an item.
Yeah, indeed. And a linear start to 7 too, I might add. Cytown has found it. Had to bomb over to the right in front of a blue Goma. Cytown is now officially in go mode. And knowing where Ganon is, but not the route. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say it's all but over, but the truth is, it ain't over yet. Not till the .done hits the IRC.
Yeah, if cytown didn't find Zelda on his initial push through, that would certainly change things. jkoper's doing a long dig, what I assume to be a long dig of 7. I don't actually know because I didn't do it.
Well, it is a fairly long dig because, unfortunately, you've basically got no doors to the left, so it's basically a bomb hole, I think. I think Cytown's about to find Zelda.
Yeah, that's most likely gonna all but seal it.
And with that, here's Ganon. 8 hits with the wand, 1 silver arrow, and Cytown will be joining Alsoa in the finals of this Battle Royale. And another perfect stun lock, 2 for 2 on perfect stun locks. More bacon, a Triforce of Power, and that doesn't lead to Zelda's room this time. Sometimes it would, but not today.
Not in a situation where I think it's 50-50 if Ganon and Zelda are in their own rooms. I'd have to go
Yeah,
look at
and
that.
they certainly did roll into their own rooms tonight. So with that, folks, get your GGs in chat for Cytown, who's moving on to the finals to face Alsoa with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, 38 seconds.
You know, normally this is reversed where he's beating me by 15 minutes, so this feels even better.
We'll see if Cytown wants to do an interview. Meanwhile, jkoper's still going, digging out this 7. We know... no blind.
There's a line.
The room generates a bomb, and jkoper gets his money's worth.
You know, I like this, start with a sword, but you don't get any sword upgrades thing. Just from a flag standpoint.
Yeah, from a flag standpoint, it is interesting, although I wonder if this is something that could... Now, maybe not necessarily this flag set, but a similar flag set could be geared up for a future tournament. I'm just throwing the idea out there. We don't have to say yes or no at this point in time, but I just figured it'd be worth mentioning.
Instructions unclear, mirrored overworld for everything.
Long slog to this point in level 7. Only for a heart container.
Every room.
Yep, he's bailing out.
see where he's off to now. Because I have no idea. But he hasn't had.
He could be heading off to do a heal of some sort. With that, we are now joined by Cytown GG.
GG, sir.
Cytown, can you hear us?
The safe word is apple.
I could not resist. I'm sorry. Coper in 6 is yeah. I just feel for Coper. The turns that he's making just aren't working out here. We've all been here in Rando.
Yep. Especially if it's a case of a mismark. I've definitely been there.
There you are, Cytown. GG.
Hey, thanks. GG also, a nice time, man.
Thank you. GG's to you as well.
Yeah, man. I really struggled finding the recorder and ended up doing everything else. I thought the item in 6 was recorder blocked. I don't know. I did a whole bunch of stupid things. That's what I did.
The only things that I recall being strictly recorder blocked were 8's Triforce and the entirety of level 5.
Oh, you could get 8's Triforce without the recorder.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, you had to go north, bomb right, then go south into the room. But yeah, I had it. I had 2 items in the Triforce out of 8, and I left it early, around the 30-minute mark, and that was probably the thing that dinged the most in terms of just trying to keep up. But I had 1 overworld spot left, and yeah, it was just I didn't play well, just to be clear, like, that wasn't any part of it either, but, yeah, I didn't play well and not getting the items in the way that you need to get them. It was a bad combo.
Yeah, I got both items out of 6 early because I didn't get that compass until post Red Ring, basically.
I went to 9 without the red ring and both items at 5, and found the red candle and heart in 9, left and went to 6 first, found the red ring after I touched every room, and then went to 5 and found the silvers really quick once I went back to 5, and I bailed on 5 after finding the Triforce early, so that was my other big whoopsie.
Yeah, jkoper also made the same whoopsie, but the difference there between you and Coper, Cytown, is that jkoper went to 7. And that heart container was buried very deep in that dungeon.
I did that too. I got that heart container. Well, I found that heart container.
You got that much earlier, though. That was the difference.
The big thing that kept me in 5 was just I had a 40% chance when I found the Triforce in 5 of silvers in 9, and I don't like those odds. I want it to be at least coin toss, if not 2 and 3.
That makes sense. I was sure I was done for on this one with the way that I was playing, but I got lucky to get a chance to move on.
If it makes you feel any better, I thought I was done for when I started finding stuff early, and I'm like, crap, this is one of those kind of scenes. Alright, somebody's gonna be done in 40 minutes.
Oh. I had I had 7 Triforces at 42 minutes, but yeah. I didn't have the recorder yet, so it wasn't in 5.
I think I got my 7th at 41, it looks. And my 8th was 5, so that was at 50 something.
Yeah. It took me 20 minutes to find 5. Well, to get recorder and find 5. Yeah.
Koper has the silvers and he takes it out on the Goma.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, can't blame him for that one. I would have done the same thing. And Truant is referencing a classic comedy sketch from The Frantics, Boot to the Head. Which is a classic. The Phoenix Wright animated variant of that is hilarious.
So I guess we get to do this again next week, some say.
Yeah. Yay.
Hooray!
I mean, I'm glad to be in it still. I was, when you finished that early, I was like, well, I'm screwed. I'm done. So.
The real way to win, though, is to just not forget to use the wand on Ganon instead of just standing there for 5 minutes swinging at the sword at him, being like, Ganon, why don't you have a pattern? I've totally not done that ever. Totally.
Ever.
And chat's pointing out that if jkoper didn't skip that one room in 5 is for the final time tonight, here's Ganon. I mean, that could have made a difference. And Koper's broken out the wand and getting the stun lock in. 6, 7, 8, 3 perfect stun locks on Ganon tonight. That is more bacon this time for Trogdor the Burninator. I get an emote for that. Just saying. And with that, get your GGs in chat for jkoper, who wraps it up with an official time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, 3 seconds.
Okay, now I'm being blamed for saying, remember to hit Ganon with a wand at the start of this whole mess. Which I absolutely did. And I would do it again. GG's to Koper.
Absolutely. GG to Koper, as well as to the both of you. We'll see if we can get Koper in here for a word. Gonna be a moment, so stand by, folks. Putting some information into chat. Z1R was one of the original randomizers, and ever since its inception, randomizers have basically taken off, which is pretty amazing to see how many different randomizers there are now. Heck, I've played some of them. They're fun.
Hey guys, GG's. It's probably super loud here. I apologize.
jkoper.
GG Coper. That
So,
was
yeah,
good.
I honestly would not have finished so late if also I hadn't finished. Because I was in 5 a long time ago, and I was like, I probably would have just dug for the second item while I was in there. But I was like, man, did also really see that room of blue Wizropes, one room after the Triforce or whatever, and say, I want to do this now? And yeah, apparently he did. So I metagamed, which was correct, but I should have metagamed in the sense that the item I need is just in the easiest place to dig in terms of size and not in terms of um you know, these enemies are threatening. They weren't threatening at all. We had a magic sword and the red ring was easily obtainable, so it wasn't really difficult. It just looked scary, I think. So I don't know. Nothing in the seed was difficult. Just a lot of rooms to clear.
Well, seeing as I'm getting blamed for everything, I accept the blame for having you finish late.
Oh, good. Anyway, obviously you played the seed very well to get sub hours, so congrats on that.
You, yeah, from what I heard, getting the recorder on the first Digabait was a large, or at least a decently sized part of that.
It really was, because from that flute, Alsoa then got the power bracelet first, and then Alsoa may have last location 5, but he was still first to get there, and he got the silvers on the first trip.
I'm pretty sure the power bracelet was just a giant waste of time.
It was.
It was, as that wasn't much of anything, but Coper, you were the first one to dig the wand out of level 1, so you definitely had that going for you.
Yeah, the wand doesn't help a whole lot when you've got the magic sword, but I mean, obviously it's required. So, um, yeah, I don't have any regrets about skipping 8 the first time I was there. I guess my biggest regret is maybe run out of bombs on Death Mountain. Maybe I should have tried to count better or something. I kind of just took a guess and I got it wrong. So I had to come back there later. Um, and then I didn't have the candle or anything either, so routing the overworld was a bit awkward. But yeah, and maybe I shouldn't have bought the. Well, I think buying the arrows is a good decision. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the key. I guess I don't know at the start. But with the boss shuffle, the arrows are needed way too frequently, I think, and I don't really regret that. Um, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's noisy here. I feel like this is probably difficult to listen to. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for stepping up there, Leslie Pro, and good game, guys, and have fun next week. Maybe I'll help out. I don't know. It'll probably be busy here or noisy here just as much next week though. So who knows?
Yeah, have a good one, dude. I'm gonna step out
It
too.
was my
Thanks, everyone.
pleasure. GG to all 3 of you. Alsoa, Cytown. We'll see you next week for the semifinals. And Jay Coper, we'll definitely be seeing you playing plenty of randomizers in some other time down the road. And with that, feel free to follow our 3 runners, also a Cytown Jay Coper. They are the 2 stars of this show. Without them, I'm just somebody who's going on a rant about randomizers as well as the occasional filler, and you don't want that unless you like sports, but then it's all good. And also feel free to give either myself, Fury SK, or Truant Gamer a follow if you feel so inclined, as the three of us were doing the behind the scenes stuff, be it commentary, restreaming, or tracking. Without any of those three, none of this would have been possible. Also, looking at the schedule for Randomania later this week, as you see tomorrow, we've got Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise happening on this channel at 7. Poidrak versus Y2 Sky. With the spring tournament on Randomania 2, Cytown versus Duchess for Kaiosama. And the Battle Royal Final 3 Bingo between Captain Green, Homer Smash, and Sis Crusher right here at 10 tomorrow. And the rest is as you see it, so look forward to all of that. But now is time to say good night from Hyrule and from Randomania, as for our tracker and flag set creator, Truant Gamer, our restreamer, Fury SK, and yours truly, Leslie Pro. Watch out for Lionels, take care of yourselves and those close to you, be kind, and have a good night.